The MS Flatten command allows you to generate a grid from a 3D polyline and present it in profile view. So in this example, here's what we're going to create is a grid that's labeled with elevations and with distances down the line. And here is a polyline, 3D polyline, that has already been draped, and it's been used as the source. If I look at it from a different perspective, we can see how this line corresponds to the elevation of a surface in memory. So let's go through creating an MS Flatten grid. So before we start this command, you have to think about what text size you want to have created for this. And so I've already determined that I want these labels to be drawn as 5 high using other text examples in my drawing. So there are two things that I need to check. First, I go to the MS Annotate menu, I open up the Text Styles Manager, and all I want to make sure of is that whatever current style I have, it is set to a non-zero height. I can select a different one if I need to. So this will control the font and the color and so forth that's used for my text, but it won't control the height. The height will be set by a different variable, which I'm going to type in the command line. It's text size, and in this case I want to set it to be 5. Okay, now let's perform an MS Flatten. Go to the Model menu and we pick Flatten. Or down in the command line you'll see it's called MS Flatten. So here I select entities, so here I'm just going to pick my 3D polyline. I'll hit enter. Now it asks me for parameters for creating this grid. So a vertical multiplier, I'm going to ask for 5 times exaggeration on elevations. The base elevation, I'm going to leave it at auto. What it will do is pick the lowest elevation from the 3D polyline properties and then go to the next logical elevation for drawing the grid. Do I want a background? Yes, I do. My vertical spacing, I'll set it to draw a grid line at every second meter in elevation, and I'll set it to label every 4th. Now for horizontal spacing, I want it to draw a grid every 20 meters. I'll hit enter. And then the horizontal labeling interval, I want to tell it to draw a label every 5th grid line. I'll hit enter. Finally, it asks me for an origin point. I tell it where to draw it, and there's my new grid. Thanks for your interest in learning about the MS Flatten command.